الطبيعة عنصر لا يمكن تجاهله عند الحديث عن العمارة والديكور، خصوصا إذا كانت بهذه القوة والحضور. 4 بيوت بمساحات وإطلالات متفاوتة، يجمع بينها كيفية استغلالها للجغرافيا التي بنيت عليها، إضافة إلى أناقة اللمسة في التنفيذ رغم اختلاف المواد بين الخشب والحديد والزجاج. ربما جمال الطبيعة لا يقبل ببيت أقل شأناً، إن بالمساحة أو بالتقسيم الهندسي الذي اعتمد التمدد والانفلاش ليحضن كل زاوية من زوايا المشهد المرسوم بدقة ولا يقدر بثمن.
The whole development is on the banks of the beautiful Bay of Islands, fantastic waterways, fantastic scenery, beautiful climate. And Barry, the man on site, is going to show you around the various parts of the site and some of the adjacent islands. Hello, Qatar TV. My name is Pete Bosley and I'm an architect working in Auckland at the north end of New Zealand. And today we're going to look at one of our houses in the Bay of Islands. The house is called the Fold House because it has a beautiful folding roof which spreads far and wide over the 1,000 square metre house. The house follows an approach to design which we've used in a lot of large houses around the country, which is what we like to call an encampment. So we break the large house down into a number of smaller houses or smaller units, and then we array them around the landscape to kind of reinforce the qualities of the landscape. The house is a vacation home for the owners, but it will likely become something that they use more and more in later life.
قد لا تنتهي من الحديث عن جمالية الموقع، ولكن عند الدخول إلى البيت مع تلك اللمسة الراقية في تصميم الخشب وانسيابيته تنسى الخارج وتدخل إلى عالم معاصر من الديكورات السهلة الجذابة والمتشابكة مع الطبيعة بحيث يصعب الفصل بينهما.
The roof of the house has a beautiful plywood ceiling underneath it, so the whole floating roof is expressed right throughout the house, and from inside to outside the roof just flows and the ceiling flows with it, so it's a very generous gesture. The interiors of the house are very contemporary. The materials are simple. There's timber flooring, plywood timber ceilings, glass walls, and then very contemporary furniture, which we did all the interior design for the interiors of the house as well.
لا تستطيع أن تتخطى جمالية الأثاث والأكسسوارات ذات الحضور الخفيف والجاذب، كأنها بطريقة أو بأخرى تكمل بعضها وتنجز مجتمعة كادرا للعيش المبدع في بيئة صحية.
If you enter the main house in bad weather, there's a covered gallery that leads you into a door, which then leads into a long interior gallery, which has some beautiful artwork on the walls. And off that gallery, as it steps and leads you towards the view, but off the sides of that gallery are the 3 children's bedrooms, which then they open in turn into the interior courtyard. The main bedroom is stepped up slightly above the other living areas and is very generous, opens out onto a lawn with a beautiful view of the sea. And to the left of the bedroom is a really beautiful ensuite bathroom which has strong blue mosaic tiles.
عمارة تعتمد أسلوب البيت المنتجع وترتقي بمفهوم البناء إلى مستوى السلع الفاخرة في التشطيب والمواد والتصميم، مما يجعله فريداً ومعاصراً.
A 20-meter long swimming pool in front of the house, and that has a gorgeous long glass edge right down the length of it, which is about 300 millimeters at the top of the wall. So you can see the water glistening through the wall of the pool, which is really nice, and at night it gets fantastic lighting inside the pool. Thank you, Qatar TV, for coming all the way to New Zealand. I hope you enjoyed Omarino and the design of the fold house.
بعد الفاصل.
Hello Qatar TV, welcome to Eagle's Nest. There's 360-degree views.
The idea was really about creating this little oasis or a tree house, if you like, amongst this in this bush environment.
The most noticeable thing from a distance about the house is it's sort of a glass box.
مثال جديد في المفهوم الفندقي تكتمل فيه عناصر الفخامة والراحة، والأهم أنه يشعر النزيل بفرادته ويمنحه شعورا بالتميز مع استرخاء وتمازج مع الطبيعة عبر هندسة شفافة في البناء.
There's 360-degree views throughout from sunrise to sunset. Hello Qatar TV, welcome to Eagle's Nest, a luxury resort in Russell Bay of Islands. Immediately you'll notice the simplicity and the colour palette of the villa, the white of the furniture and just a few hints of colour elsewhere, so as not to detract from the beautiful scenery that's around us. The floors and walls throughout the villa are granite, and a lot of pieces within the villa have been designed to take off this colour.
الشفافية التي اعتمدها الديكور الداخلي في اللون والمفروشات والتوزيع الرحب للأقسام كانت أساسية لمزج جميع العناصر في أرقى صور الديكور المعاصر وجعل التواصل غير محدود.
The furniture is contemporary all throughout, taking such themes as that of Mies van der Rohe and other very well-known pieces.
سمي البيت الفندق بعش النسر، كونه يمسك بمطل يليق به ويجعل دفع مبلغ 10,000 دولار لليلة أمرا واردا مقابل التحليق.
There's so many islands, there's over 100 islands, so you can really get a nice view from up there. The villa has 4 bedrooms, all with en-suites, and they all occupy their own wing of the house. Let's start off with the room off the courtyard. We fondly call this the Waitangi room. Waitangi because when you look out over the water you will see the Waitangi Treaty Grounds in the distance and the golf course off to the side of that. There is also a piece of art by New Zealand artist Anamaika Familio. This features local greenstone or pounamu in glass. From there we'll head down to one of the master bedrooms. The green room is aptly named to throw off the lawn and beautiful green scenery that you see from this part of the house. Again, we have the Super King bed with the custom leather bed head behind it. And then around behind this is a lovely large bathroom.
لمسة بسيطة خجولة دخلت على الأبيض وتكررت في كل غرفة، وأضافت سحرا على الأبيض وكرست مفهوم الفندق من ناحية التيمة التي تجمع الغرف وتعطيها هويتها.
Moving along, just like the green room to the other side of the villa, this has a beautiful blue theme to throw off the colours of the ocean that it looks out over. We call this the Tāpeka room because it looks out over beautiful Tāpeka Point, which is at the end of the Russell Peninsula. This is a lovely large room. The fossils in this room, the ammonoid shells and the Nightia fish, are hundreds of million years old. These were specifically designed to be frameless and shipped in especially for this purpose. The frameless glass just detracts a little bit more from the layout of the villa. Not only does the pool add to the view of the villa, it's also beautiful to swim in. It's heated to a lovely 29 degrees year round. Thank you Qatar TV for coming to see our Rahi Moana villa here at Eagle's Nest. I'm Kelly Barnett. Haere rā.
The house is set in a very urban part of Auckland, yet it is completely surrounded by bush. So it's rather special in the context of Auckland. It has a connection with nature which is really magical. Hi Qatar TV, my name is Dean McKenzie and welcome to Auckland, New Zealand. The Waitarua house we're going to look at is a house based around an older couple. It's a 3-bedroom house which allows them to have guests and grandchildren stay in the house, and it's based over 3 levels. The idea was really about creating this little oasis or a tree house, if you like, amongst in this bush environment.
My name is Hamish Monk, Dean McKenzie's business partner. The read of the house from the outside is very kind of monolithic, but also different panel widths. So we move from a 4-inch to a 3-inch to a 2-inch panel type on a random pattern which repeats over a metre. Because of this house's position in the local context, behind a veil of green foliage, in some ways kind of gets lost in the surrounding context of trees. Through the front door, directly into the living space, the house opens up to a dramatic view of the bush. This has been accentuated with floor-to-ceiling glazing. Because this is a three-storey house on quite a steep site, we weren't afforded, I suppose, the luxury of stretching the building out with corridors and circulation paths. So from the point of entry, within the first 2 metre by 2 metre space, the living room space is an open plan configuration, so it's three things in one. It's living, kitchen and dining. So it's really kind of focus on the volumes of the space, how they read together, and I suppose trying to find commonality in a poetic language that unifies all the spaces together. The concrete block wall was a spine wall, and it's quite deep and centred in the overall floor plate. We've introduced a roof light at the top of the wall, which at the right times of the day you get a beautiful cast of light down the concrete block wall. Also accentuates the verticality of the building itself. It's the only part in the plan where you get to see or appreciate all three floors at once. The stairs up from the main living space to the master bedroom floor are American oak, and they are floating treads which key into, again, the concrete block spine wall, so are kind of structurally supported by that. At the top of the stair we have a small little study nook. Directly outside the window to the study nook is the screen, so you get light and views out without unwanted views back into that space. The master bedroom is elevated, and it's the top floor of the house. It has great panoramic views and is quite a quiet, still space and quite tranquil. The transition from the main living room floor and the point of entry to the floor below, the bottom floor is very kind of hunkered on one side into the terrain, but opens up to the north. On behalf of myself and Dean, I'd like to thank Qatar TV for coming to New Zealand to view this house. It's been a pleasure to show you around.
بعد الفاصل.
The most noticeable thing from a distance about the house is it's sort of a glass box.
مطبخ بهذا المطل سيجعل من الطبخ متعة وفنا بالمعنى الكامل. كأنك في متحف رسومات لواحد من عمالقة الفن. هكذا تبدو كل غرفة بمطلها، لأن البيت بني ليكون بروازا للوحات التي نسجتها الطبيعة، وفي الوقت عينه محافظا على خصوصية الساكن في الأماكن التي تتطلب خصوصية.
There's no artwork in the house. And the reason for that is that art is all around us. Each window frame frames a view, and each one is a work of art in its own right. Hello Qatar TV, my name is Jeff Cartridge. I'm the owner of Paroa Retreat, located in the Bay of Islands, New Zealand. Welcome to our home. The most noticeable thing from a distance about the house is it's sort of a glass box. There's a lot of glass. The structure is made of glass and steel. It's a very simple structure, a rectangular shape with a slightly angled roof on it. Yeah, the living area opens up on 4 sides, so the main entrance door is on the south side, but the doors also open to the east, the north and the west, so there's entrance from any side of the living area. So you can see out into the Bay of Islands, you can see the bush in the area, you can see the birds on the lawn. All of that is instantly visible. As you come into the living area is made up of 2 parts. There's a dining area, which is separated from the lounge area by a fireplace. When we bought the house was fully furnished. Designer furniture has been used throughout the house, with furniture imported from Italy, Europe and Spain, various other places around the world. We also have the option to move outside onto the deck and eat out there, or more formal, we have the dining room, which is just next door, that we can eat at the table there as well. The table itself is made of aluminium and glass, which ties in with the theme of the house, using metal and glass throughout. The chairs match the table. The master bedroom has a queen bed. The bed itself is a designer piece with curved plywood timber as a base, floor to ceiling glass as in the rest of the house, and you look out over the bush and across the valley to the ridge on the other side. The bath itself has windows right next to the bath, and these can be opened in the evening. The next room down the hall is what we've set up as a TV room, or can be a 3rd bedroom. The next room from there is the guest bedroom, and once again this is surrounded with views.
الشكل الخارجي ومادة الحديد التي شكلت كامل البيت تبدو صادمة، كونها تؤدي هنا وظيفة مختلفة. إنها المادة الوحيدة من الأعمدة التي تحمل البناء إلى الأجزاء المقفلة من الجدران والسطح، فأعطته شكل ومفهوم البيت المحمول.
So the house is suspended above the ground. It's on posts, and those posts make it appear like the house is floating. On the other side of the house there are some angled beams, and these are not essential from a structural perspective, but they provide a break away from the square box and a design feature of the house. The house was built 2007-2008 and won the Supreme House of the Year award in 2008. What I love most about this house is the relaxed atmosphere. It takes me away from the busy world that we live in. Thank you Qatar TV for joining us here at Paroa Retreat, and we trust that you'll love this place as much as we do.